Pockets fat, macho man, bank call me Red. Palm trees in my living room, my couch is getting sand. Palm trees in my living room, I am outstanding. My house in Dallas, Texas, living room look like Miami.
Okay. Abraham Lincoln comes along and you say he gave you freedom and we should admire him. President's Day. I don't find a white person in this country named Washington. But everywhere I look, I find a black person named Washington. How did you get Mr. Washington's name? Because George, the first president, was also a slaveholder. Some of you are named Lincoln, too. Hoover, vacuum cleaner. Hoover. Here, man robbed you so thoroughly that you don't know that your pocket has been picked clean. Here you open your mouth to speak, and you're speaking somebody else's language. Don't know your own. You let your enemy dress you in his filthy styles, which we think is cute. Such filth to disgrace the people of God. Yet you will turn on your television and they will show you ancient times when the master was among the people. How did his mother dress? Did she have on a miniskirt? Oh, she didn't. Did she have on a skirt with a big split all the way up her leg? Did Mother Mary have a heavy dress with her cleavage all showing? Was her hair covered? Was her body covered? Well, these are your people. You are not the people of Europe. You are the people of an ancient world who are now styled in the way of your former slave masters and their children. Are you a prey? Are you a lawful captive? Well, let's see. Now, Abraham Lincoln didn't care nothing about freeing you, and you don't know that, don't you? Come on, come on, come on. You go read his writings in the Lincoln-Douglas debates. He didn't care nothing about freeing you. He said his aim was the preservation of the Union. And if to preserve the Union meant to free you, then he'll free you. But even if he freed you, he said, he would prefer that the white race have the dominant position. And then he said, you suffer from being in our midst, and we suffer from your presence. This is honest aid. And right today, they suffer from your presence. Oh, I'm not speaking to those of you who fit in. You are entertainment. I have cats and dogs at the farm. By nature, they are enemies. But I see the dog running, sniffing the cat. And the cat rubbing up on the dog. Why? They grew up together. But by nature, they're enemies. You that fit in, I want to talk to you a minute. How do you have to fit in? And what do you have to do to fit in? And if you are too strong for your people, will you ever fit in? No. You that entertain, they never have not liked you to sing. You are some of the finest singers in the world. So they love to hear you sing. Sing. Sing me one of the songs of Zion. Knock out one of those fine spirituals. But you have never said, how can I sing the Lord's song in a strange land? So they said, dance. Come on, Bojangles. Dance. And you know they love to see you cut the food. And all you looking for is a big applause and a payday. Then they can use you against your people. Give you a recording contract. Now you get before the world and make a fool out of yourself. I hate seeing you in films. Stephen Fetchit would turn over in his grave to see you in 2001. Bucking your eyes and making a jackass out of yourself. Who cares that you can throw a ball in a hoop? They're trained dogs to do that. And the dog with his nose don't miss. You're not threatening his society by being a basketball player. But if you use your fame and your money wisely, then you could be a threat, all right. But if you even try, they'll tell you, watch out for that one. He'll mess you up. And you can't see you nothing but a piece of meat. And there's another piece of meat coming up right behind you. And when you can't do what you used to do, away with you. A lawful captive. Well, let's see. How lawful are you? Now, the 13th Amendment. Let's look at the Constitution for a minute. Listen to the words of the 13th Amendment. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime, whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. This means that you are only a citizen if you are not convicted. But once you are convicted, they have the right to make you an involuntary servant or a slave. Now let's see how that's being done. Prisons filled. Over 2 million. Most of them black and brown. What did you do? Well, I got drunk and had a fight. And they searched me and I had some crack. And they gave me 5 years. I had a gun and I struck up a convenience store. I got $1,500 and they gave me 15 years. But the rich can rip off millions of dollars and get a few years. Because the 13th Amendment is not for them. It's for you, a convicted felon. They take away your right, quote unquote, of citizenship. You can't vote. Then when you come out, you look for a job. What do they tell you? Do you have a record? Oh God, I need this job. No, I don't have no record. What is your name? Oh, Mr. Woods. I'm so sorry, Mr. Woods. It says here that you have a rap sheet that's yay long. I can't have you in my employ. So what you gonna do? You go right back, get back into your criminal activity again, and now you're a slave. 3 strikes. You're in for life, huh? Look at the system. This is made to keep a new form of slavery growing and developing, starting now with your babies under the DCFS. You see, when you were a slave, before you lost the knowledge of yourself, they took the children from the parents so that the parent could not pass on language, which is called mother tongue. Mother gone, no mother tongue. Father gone, no name of your father. A motherless child sees a hard time. So now, after stripping you of such, the aim was you should never pass on to your children the knowledge that would free them from the grip of their slave master. And right now, black people, I want you to hear me well, because in spite of your condition, there is more knowledge among you of your history, your accomplishments, the civilization that you built while Caucasian people were crawling in the hills and cave sides of Europe. You now want to change your name. So you have African names now, Islamic names. They say, oh, they are waking up. I can't have them passing this knowledge on to the children. So let's see how we can take the children from them. You say child abuse. Well, they should take our children. If we abuse our children, they should take our children. If we're going to have incestuous relationships with our children, you don't deserve those children. In fact, in our world, you wouldn't go to jail. In our world, we would behead you, and I think we ought to do that in the future if you would dare rape a woman and commit incest with your children. It's worthy of death. Now, I know I'm not for the death penalty. But in some cases, I would kill them myself. How dare you snatch a mother's child while she's shopping in the supermarket? Take that woman's baby and sell it somewhere. The anguish that you've caused, the pain that you've caused, why should my dollars feed you for 15 or 20 years? Hell no. You should be food for the worms. But since you have been made insane, talking all out of your mind and out of your name, maybe we can make a case for you that you need rehabilitation. But you are now a legal, lawful captive of the government of the United States of America, because they never asked us, did we want to be citizens? They imposed this on us. And you're not a citizen today. Oh, you're in government? They let a few of us in to deceive the others that the promise of America is real. We're not going for the window dressing. I'm going to let you hear me today. If I never talk to you again, I don't want you to think that you have made it in America when your people are suffering. You are window dressing to make your people believe that if they are obedient to their enemy, they too can rise. That is a lie. You are a prey. And some of you that make it are bait to trap others in a system that's diametrically opposed to true freedom, justice, and equality for us. Let me close. Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement fought to give us the power of the vote. The vote is powerful. I think we all should register. But Farrakhan, why should we? If the system ain't right, that's okay. I want you to make sure that it ain't right for you. I want you to listen to me. Yes, sir. See, the only way you can end confusion is to manifest quickly the contradictions. You believe in this. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you've got to see that I don't care what you do. The enemy is the enemy, and he's not changing, and you don't have the power to change it. Oh. You think that loving them have changed them? Come on now. Come on. Do you think that Governor Faubus and the governor of Alabama Wallace changed? Do you really believe that? Well, Farrakhan, don't you believe that people can change? Yeah, I do. But I also believe in history.
Come on now.
See, people do what is convenient.
Right.
For the moment, politicians are very skillful at making you believe things that they don't ever intend to do for you. Let me show you this and then we can go. You can vote now, right? Good, good, good. The minute that Voting Rights Act was made a law and we took advantage of it, in the same White House, in the same Congress, they said, we must rob them of the right